want to talk a little about Maul and Ahsoka, of course. They get into just an incredibly choreographed duel, and you got to have Ray Park come back and Lauren Mary Kim as Ahsoka. What a innovative thing for animation, for Clone Wars at least. What was it like to get to use that technology, and is it something you foresee, not necessarily in Star Wars, but just in animation?
It's so situational, honestly.
Fits.
We had a very special situation there. Times have changed, technology's changed. Lucasfilm's made a lot of developments, and then I worked on The Mandalorian doing a lot of previs, and some of that previs I used tools through ILM, which involved stagecraft and doing motion capture work. And so I was personally much more comfortable doing it and directing actors on a stage. And so, just knowing Ray and seeing this opportunity, and just frankly knowing I needed to have a really spectacular lightsaber fight. And if you can get someone like Ray Park, it takes a lot of pressure off you as the director, to execute it, because you have to just surround yourself with the best talent that you can find, and he's so spectacular. Keith and I were marveling at his speed and how he would move so quickly that trackers couldn't follow him, and his lightsabers would virtually fly out of the hands even though they hadn't, and it was really great. And once we captured the data, we could then shoot it. Nate Villanueva did such a brilliant job with the fight, so it really came across, and it felt good. It felt good on every level, and Lauren had to come in and do something that really nobody had ever done before. And I just said, Ray, I need somebody to come and portray Ahsoka. And so he's figured that part out. And when I met her, I kind of described the character and the fighting style that I thought she'd employ and what the animation had been doing. And I thought she was just brilliant. She brought a lot of the speed and quickness that we needed to portray this character that physically like that, had been only done by our animation team,
Right.
And they've done a great job. But that was the only part we ever used it for. I think people are surprised that none of the facial that we do is ever mocap. It's just all key animated by the animators. That's all very, we'll have a lot of meetings, Keith and I, about what the facial performance should be of characters and get inside their heads and stuff. But the animation talent that we used at, our CGCG, just phenomenal. I think everybody felt good finishing it and doing a fight like that, and we really took it seriously because we knew people would want it to be good, and you have to live up to that. It's a challenge.
You're lucky Anakin didn't show up. The way you're fighting, you wouldn't have lasted long.